Good morning, students. Once I am back to teach you English 2 of class 6. So, in our last class, we have completed more or less a bit more than the half portion of our last chapter, which was going on this chapter number 6, traveling with grandfather's zoo. So today the last part we have reached, and today we are going to complete this chapter by discussing and by explaining each and every bits of the lines. So in the last two classes, as I can recall, that we have completed the half of the story, or a bit more than half as compared to the last part. So now only one portion is left, and after completion of this last part, today I shall tell you the meanings of the words which have been given in the meaning section, meaning part of this story. So today we are about to start. Please open your page number 52, chapter number 6, traveling with grandfather zoo. So what happened? The narrator, along with his family and also his pets, were making journey from Dehra to Lucknow. On their journey, they faced many kinds of experience. They have undergone by many kinds of experience that took place due to the presence of different kinds of pet animals. So many of them involved themselves in different kinds of activities. Out of that, some ridiculous type of thing also came out, that the pet python, which was discovered inside the toilet of the train, washroom of the train, and it was recovered by grandfather. So with all these animals, they were making their journey, and ultimately they reached the station of Lucknow. Today, an enormous 1950 Chevrolet taxi was waiting outside the station, and the family tumbled into it. As I mentioned earlier, that Aunt Mabel was a character who came to receive the narrator and his family from the station. So it was her house that all the people, the narrator, his family and the pet animals were making the journey. So ultimately they reached their destination at Lucknow station, and from there Aunt Mabel was waiting. She brought a Chevrolet taxi, and all the family members of the narrator just jumped inside the taxi. They were about to set their journey now, the ultimate journey, that is from the station to the house of Aunt Mabel, where it was Lucknow. Timothy got onto the back seat. So who was Timothy? From our recollection, we can say that Timothy was the tiger, leaving enough room for the grandfather and me. Aunt Mabel sat in front with grandmother, the tiffin basket on her lap. So Aunt Mabel was not at all agreeing to leave the tiffin basket which was brought by the narrator. She was also thinking that there were different kinds of good food items which have been prepared by the grandmother for Aunt Mabel. But the original mystery was not at all disclosed in front of her till that moment. And so she was in a dilemma, she was in a confusion, and she took the tiffin box and put it on her lap, though it was tightly held. Tell the taxi driver where to take us, dear, said grandmother. He is looking rather nervous. Aunt Mabel gave instruction to the driver, and the taxi shoot off in a cloud of dust. So Aunt Mabel gave the direction that where to go, and the taxi just moved on towards its own direction, which was assigned to me. Well, here we go, said grandfather. I am looking forward to settling into a new house. Popeye perched proudly on grandmother's shoulder, kept on suspicious eye on the quivering tiffin basket. Speaking, but that means Popeye was very much aware about the fact, and he was sitting on the shoulder of grandmother, and grandmother was also keeping a good watch. Both of them were having a good watch, good observation on the basket, because sometimes the basket was shaking. Why it was shaking? Because inside the basket there was a big python. All I've done is picked all I've done. When we got to our new house, we found a light breakfast waiting for us on the dining table. So as soon as all the family members reached the house of Aunt Mabel, they were heartily welcomed and a good amount of what to say that one breakfast was kept, was made ready for all the people who came from outside. It isn't much said Aunt Mabel, but we will supplement it with the contents of your hamper. And placing the breakfast on the table, she moved the lid. So the food items were prepared for them. Aunt Mabel took out the tiffin box. Before anybody could stop her, she just opened the lid of the basket. Now what is happening, you just see. The python was half asleep with an apple in its mouth. So python was sleeping inside the basket. It was taking rest, and one apple was there fitted in the mouth of the python. Aunt Mabel was no need to be tempted. She fainted out. Grandfather Popoy picked up the python, took it into the garden and wrapped it over a branch of a guava tree. So as soon as she found the python inside the basket, she fainted. She was so much horrified, she was so much afraid. It became a nervous problem and just she lost her control and she became afraid in that situation. When Aunt Mabel recovered and as soon as grandfather saw the situation, grandfather took the python in his hold and put it on the guava tree. When Aunt Mabel recovered, she insisted that there was a huge snake in the tiffin basket. So when Aunt Mabel recovered, when Aunt Mabel again came into sense, at the time she just insisted about the huge snake, the huge python. She was referring, at the time she was referring about the python which she had seen inside the tiffin basket before fainting away. We showed her the empty basket. So the narrator and all the members showed her the empty basket where it was. Only to distract her. Because if any kind of things once again take place, it might prove fatal for her. You are seeing things, said grandfather. It must be the heat, I say. So you are seeing things like that. The narrator assured that you are seeing things only to distract her mentality, only to distract her attention from that basket where the python was there, which she had seen in reality, only to distract her from that view. Narrator just trying to make some stories in front of her and just trying to divert her. For that reason, the narrator said that you are seeing such kind of snakes inside the tiffin box. No snake was there. Rather, it was your imagination. And all these things took place only for the heat. Because outside there was heat so much in the atmosphere. From there, probably Aunt Mabel fainted down. It was all the action of the heat. Grandmother said nothing, but Popeye broke into shrieks of maniacal laughter. Maniacal means violent laughter. Violent laughter, where you were supposed to laugh in a very weird way, in a very strange way. So it is called maniacal. Okay, it's called wild or violent. Okay, maniacal means wild or violent. So Popeye understood the situation and it just started with a violent laughter. And soon everyone, including a slightly hysterical Aunt Mabel, was doubled up with laughter. So also Aunt Mabel was convinced about the decision which was given by the narrator, and she also started to laugh and hearing that. So today we are ending the story in 3 parts. I taught you. Try to follow each and every videos one after the another. Then the gap won't be any issue for you to understand the whole story. So after this, you see page number 53. There are meanings. So you have to memorize these meanings properly. Okay? These meanings are there. Words to know. Prudent means wise. Tweaked, pinched. As if you are pinching by your nails, fingers, it's called pinch. Scurrying, running or scampering. Snuggle, settle to move in or moving. Clamor, loud and confused noise. Clamoring sound, so it's kind of sound imagery. So it's called clamor. Clamor means loud and confused noise. Pry, delivery. Smuggle, move illegally into. Smuggle means without informing anybody, when you are entering in a different place without informing the owner of that place. It's called smuggle. despairingly, hopelessly, with no hope, quivering, shaking, squealed, maniacal, wild or violent. Maniacal also means, just now I just gave you the meaning. Maniacal means wild or violent. Then hysterical, uncontrolled or frenzy, to become senseless. It is one malfunction which takes place out of nervous system. Okay, out of nerve weakness or malfunctioning, wrong functioning of the nervous sense. This kind of appear to take place inside a human being. So whenever a human being is fainting down, he is just making a different kinds of attitude. It's called hysterical. This art of attitude or behavior is called hysterical. It's entirely based on neuro problems. So this is called hysterical, uncontrolled or freezing. The meaning of hysterical is uncontrolled or freezing, whatever you say. So today, up to this, with this part of teaching the text, I am completing my discussion of the whole chapter. If you feel any kind of difficulty, doubt, please message me. As soon as I get the message, I will give you the proper reply, and with that we will try to interact with ourselves. So today up to this, in the next class I shall be giving you some of the PDFs based on the question and answers. Yes, I repeat, question and answers of this exercise of the same chapter as I gave you earlier. So like that, today also I am ending my class, and in the next two classes I shall go with the exercise question and answers. So keep a watch on whatever the apps were getting awesome. So just keep a watch on it and try to just download the PDF and try to read the question and answers, try to memorize. While memorizing, if you have any doubt, any dispute, any query, just put a message. I will answer your questions. So stay safe inside the house and stay healthy.